Good morning, folks. Mel here. By popular demand, I've been asked countless amounts of times to do tutorials on how to do mini albums, and I've never really done it. One, because I'm a little nervous too, and I work really fast, and so I would have to actually slow down to do a tutorial. Two, because sometimes I forget how I do it, and I don't always measure. I just kind of go with it and go with the flow. And three, because my video on my camera, I'm using my phone, only allows me to do 10 to 15 minute videos at a time. So I got to thinking about it after posting this last mini album that I have here, that I could do a series on how to build this mini in 10-minute videos. So I was thinking that's what I would do for you folks. So this video is just to give you the idea that I'm going to be doing it tomorrow at 6 o'clock my time, which I don't really know what it would be your time. I live in Oregon. Would be the time that I post the first video. And what in the first video will entail is how to make the page, the two sets of pages that we will be creating together. And I thought it would be really fun to do a series on it, so then you can kind of go back and refer to the first video instead of having to watch a huge long hour video and have to pause and go back and pause and go back and things of that nature. It gives you a chance to sit after tomorrow to build all the pages, how many ever you decide to do in your mini, but I'll show you the two styles of how to build them. And then the next video will be how to build the gussets for the binding. And then it'll be putting together the cover, and then it'll be a closure video, and then it'll be a decorating video. So there'll be like 4 to 5 videos. So I hope that that would be okay with you folks. It's only because of the way my camera or my phone camera is, I just can't do longer than 15-minute videos. So this video will also just explain all of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you need for supplies so you can kind of gather them and get them together. The first rule of thumb for me is I always, I make sure I have enough glue, because if you run out of glue, you'll be really mad at yourself. I personally like to use the green and white Tombow. The package is messy. I use this religiously on all the itty bitty fussy cutting areas, and little tuck spots and things of that nature. I do not use score tape, and I'll explain that in the tutorial video. I use foam. I have a lot of foam tape just in case. But I definitely use this glue. You will need score tape. This is how we put together the gussets and all the flaps and flips. So this is what I use. I can link below to Country Craft Creations where this is sold, as well as these magnets. Now I got them at Tuesday Mornings just because they were cheap, but they are normally not that price. Tamra at Country Craft Creations also sells the basic gray magnets, and that's what we will be using. I also use my ATG gun, or you can use any kind of snail tape, however you choose to see fit. The next thing that you will need is 3 different style bags. And these are those black bags that I used. It's funny because I showed you the other ones, but I actually had some. They're just black bags with no room. So you will need at least 4 of these. And I have 4. So 4 of these bags, and these ones measure 5 inches. 5 inches this direction. Don't worry about that direction. Just worry about the width of them. These ones are 5 inches because we're going to do a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 mini album. Then you will need a set of these bags, and you can use any color, pick your own paper line, however you would like to design it. I'm just going to show with what I have because I'm going to build another mini album. So go ahead and get these little Recollections bags, or any bags that you, like I said, but I'd like them to be this size if you could. And then that way you have the flap here. And then these little treat bags also that Michaels carries, which are awesome. So you need those. And I am going to be using these tags again from Tuesday Mornings. However, you can make tags. I mean, a lot of people can make tags. I do end up cutting these down to fit into the pockets. So I will be doing, 4 to 5 series video on how to create these. So I hope that you all join and participate and have a great time building these mini albums. They are a lot of fun. And I think that I may be doing a giveaway on the one that I am going to share with you. So the very next tomorrow's video will be a little bit more detailed on that giveaway, but yeah, so I think it'd be really fun. So thank you guys all for asking me to do a tutorial. I was really nervous, and then after I got to thinking about it, I thought, I pause and go back to videos that are 2 hours long for tutorials all the time, and I have to go back to 17 minutes or, 32 minutes to remember that one measurement or remember that one thing that she did or the person did to make the mini album. And for me, it would be easier to know, oh, it's part 1, part 2, or part 3, part 4, so on and so forth, because then I'm only doing 10, 15-minute videos and I can rewatch it and go, oh, I remember now, instead of having to, big, long tutorials. Not that they're not bad, it's just, I just thought it'd be easy, as well as not being able to do it anyway. I can't do a 2-hour video. So, and I am quick, which also gives you the opportunity to watch a short video, pause, play with your goodies, fix your goodies, make your pockets and whatever, and then go back. So, all right, folks, thanks for coming, and be on the lookout for tomorrow's first video on how to build the 2 style of pages that we will be working with the mini. All right, thanks, folks, and have a great day.